here's Koba.
Susan is a trailblazer.
Since 2003, I've been traveling the world, but it's come to a point in my life where I'm ready to plant some roots again. When it comes to looking for a home, I'm attracted to what it feels like. Oh my God, look at that view. But I don't always think as logically as I should.
Absolutely.
Look at this, Diane. So I found a pragmatic goofball to join me on this journey.
Well, I hope that I'm going to save her from a mistake. It's a big house, and you need a lot of furniture here. But Susan can be very headstrong.
So what?
And I don't want you to end up with more than you bargained for.
$650,000.
Uh-oh.
Well, do you have 50,000 I can borrow?
Don't look at me.
Hi there, Susan Crane checking in. Excellent. I grew up in the suburbs of New York. My career in the entertainment industry started in Manhattan. I ran a pretty famous punk club.
Right this way.
Thank you so much. It was sex, drugs, and rock and roll, baby. I was very much a career person. I was defined by my career. And the music industry started to shift. And rather than forcing a square peg into a round hole, I decided to try something new. I sold my house and I went backpacking around the world. I wasn't sure how I was going to support myself. I started making jewelry as a hobby and people started wanting to buy it and it supported my travels. But after 14 years, I found myself really, truly rootless. I chose Tulum because there's history and it has a lot of Europeans, Australians, a lot of South Americans. So I just thought it was a little bit more interesting. Hello.
Hey!
I met Diane last time I was in Tulum.
Susan can be very impulsive, and that worries me a little bit because that's not always for the best.
Can I go? I love looking at houses.
I think this is a girl's thing.
Absolutely.
You can help me move in. My hope for moving to Tulum is to create a life that's a little bit more grounded. Doesn't mean I still don't want to travel, but I do know it is time to plant roots and create a life for myself that's not constantly on the fly. Way back in 1984, I came to Mexico for 2 weeks and ended up staying a year. And I spent a lot of time in Tulum, a very different place.
It's a booming new market, and the return on investment is great.
It is one of the top tourist destinations at the moment in the world. But I love the fact that there's still a very strong Mayan culture here, and I'm looking forward to immersing myself in it.
So, Susan, tell me what you're looking for in the property.
Well, something with character. That is absolutely paramount. A minimum of 3 bedrooms, fully furnished. And I would say very important is I want someplace that feels serene, with land and space for my dog to enjoy. I don't want people on either side of me, above me, below me. I need privacy, and I really want a pool. I pretty much want it all.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, but another thing to keep in mind, she's a single woman alone, so low maintenance would be important. These are things she doesn't think about. And convenience.
And what's your budget, Susan?
Top-end budget is about $600,000.
Okay. Susan's an eclectic woman, and I think I'm really going to need to wow her. My choice was to choose location first.
Susan may balk at the price, but in House 1, she'd also be buying into a lifestyle.
It's in the best neighborhood in all of Tulum, so she can become ingrained in the community. What do you think about it?
Well, it's very close to town, but I would probably feel very safe here because those look like prison bars.
Does look sort of prison-y.
It's 5,000 square feet with 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. But I must tell you, it's $650,000.
Okay, well, do you have 50,000 I can borrow?
Don't look at me.
So let's go inside, and I think you'll see why.
Okay.
Come on in, ladies.
Okay. This is a nice entryway.
We're going to go right up to the first floor where all the action happens. Kitchen, living, dining, really.
Nice and neutral. Sort of an open feel.
And the finishes are very nice.
Yes, it's a little smaller than I might like, but I've certainly had smaller. And I have to say, to my taste, the furniture's kind of pedestrian. It doesn't have the character that I might desire in my home.
Okay.
But let's see more.
Here are 2 more bedrooms.
It's a good size, I guess.
Sure, it's fine. It will work.
This could be a good place to make my jewelry.
Yeah, it's a nice size.
Lots of light.
Absolutely, it would be perfect for your jewelry.
All right. And now we're going to enter the master closet area. Entering the master bedroom.
This has a nice open feel.
Yeah, look at the tub.
I don't hate the bathtub in the middle of the bedroom. It reminds me a little of Vegas. It's really bizarre that there are screen doors here and absolutely no terrace.
All right, well, you can just jump right into your pool from here.
You could. I would be more prone to build a zip line right directly to the kitchen because I get the munchies at night.
What a
Good
great
idea.
idea.
That's totally not possible. Typical of what Susan would want to do.
Okay. 2 sinks, nice marble counters.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a nice size.
You know, it's not spectacular, but it's functional and it's pretty enough.
Yeah.
And now I need to show you my very favorite part of the house.
Well, it better be worth it because there's a lot of steps.
Oh, it's good for you.
Shut up.
And here's the rooftop.
Oh, this is nice. It feels like it could be a little bit more done up. I'd like to see a table here and a barbecue. But can we go see the pool now, guys?
Absolutely. It's a good-sized pool, Susan.
It's a very nice pool, and I do love the gardens, I have to say. I think it's a lovely property. It's got nice, clean lines. I thought the layout was a little bit odd. There was a lot of wasted space, I felt, with the hallways.
But it's got great outdoor spaces. I think this house would be really easy to maintain.
That is true. But my biggest gripe would be it didn't really have the kind of character I'm looking for.
Right, but it's very convenient to town, and that's a nice feature. She could ride her bicycle downtown.
When have you ever seen me on a bicycle?
Well, you could learn.
I think the house is really nice, but it's not speaking to me in a way that is compelling me to say, yes, I'm ready to make an offer. I would like to see something that says, wow.
What do you think of this approach?
Wow.
It sure is far out. You'll be out here by yourself.
Yeah, but you know what? So what? Can you give us a ride to the ruins?
Yes, sure.
Gracias. One of the things that's attractive about Tulum, aside from the beautiful beaches, is its historical aspects. The Mayan culture dates back thousands of years, and it's right in our backyard. It's one of the reasons I've chosen to house hunt in this area.
Susan has always walked to the beat of her own drum.
A sense of adventure is an inherent trait. I hitchhiked across America when I was 19. And then in my 20s, I came to Mexico for 2 weeks and stayed for a year. And then I got in the rock and roll business and toured with rock bands, so I don't think I ever was meant to sit still.
We can climb all the way to the top if you like.
Yeah, no, I think it looks really good from this vantage point.
Yeah.
The thing I like about this, though, is it's so old. It makes me feel young and vital.
There you go. And if you go all the way to the top, you'll feel dead.
I feel a big responsibility to find the right place to settle down.
Well, you up for this?
So I found a pragmatic goofball to join me on this journey.
Susan also thinks she's right all the time, but I've lived here already for 3 years, so of course she should listen to me.
This is Casa Cannon.
Wow.
Does it have the wow factor you were looking for?
It was a very nice house, but I'm not sure I would spend $650 on it. It didn't have the character.
Look at the tub.
I don't hate that concept, but it did remind me of the cheesy room I had in Vegas one time. Ooh, many stairs.
Knowing her for some time, I know that she likes the funky stuff, but I do think that the location is absolutely ideal for her. You could just dive into your pool.
But I had in mind to be ensconced in nature, and I feel that it's just a concrete box. We just attempted to climb one of the ancient pyramids of Koba.
Yeah, attempted is the key word.
Did you go all the way up?
No, I did this in 1984, so I ain't doing it again.
Susan is a hot ticket, that's for sure. Further out. She tells it like it is. She likes more space. And that's going to help me because I'll know exactly what makes her tick. This is a lovely jungle neighborhood, very serene and green, all the things that I think we're missing in the last house, Susan. It's also got the wow factor, and I think this is a good contender. What do you think of this approach?
Wow. Look at this. Talk about curb appeal.
It sure is far out.
How about this entrance, Susan?
This is beautiful. Look at this pool. This is spectacular. It's got so much character, which is what I'm looking for.
This home is situated on 5 acres. It's about 4,500 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and it's $600,000.
Wow.
Right on the mark, huh?
Perfect.
Well, if there's no extras that need to be taken care of here, this is definitely feasible.
But I'm concerned that there are no close neighbors, and it is so far out.
And now for the wow factor, ladies.
This is beautiful. Wow, nice kitchen. And wow, look at these high ceilings. Look at the beams.
And what about the floors?
They are really lovely, but they're very specific in color. Might be challenging to decorate around. And speaking of decorating, I was looking for a furnished place, and there's not much here. I'm a little concerned with the budget since we are at the top. And you know me, I have kind of expensive tastes. And that will tip the scales financially, so I have to think about that. Okay, well, this is a nice room downstairs. It's not huge.
And it's important to have a bedroom on the first floor in case you can't get up the stairs.
Oh, God, but that's positive thinking.
Well, it's practical.
Wow, these stairs are pretty steep, huh?
And narrow.
But what's waiting up here is worth it. This entire floor is completely the master bedroom suite.
Oh, wow, this is fantastic. And the view, I love the terrace off of here.
I can see her eyes lighting up as we're moving through the house because it does have a certain quirkiness and a charm.
She's just described me.
There you go.
Now for the piece de resistance, the bathroom.
Oh, my God. Look at this, Diane. Need my shades for this.
Susan has a special relationship with her sunglasses. They're part of her face. I'm surprised to see her without them, in fact.
Please, is that an invitation to put them back on? I love this tile.
Look at this.
Every girl's dream.
There's room for two.
Oh, I think Joanne hit the mark with this house in terms of character. This is the epitome of indoor-outdoor living.
The house itself is really beautiful. It's huge, but there are a lot of buts that come with it as well. It's a lot of maintenance with the extensive gardens, the pool, and you need a lot of furniture here. You can't stay in the bathtub 24 hours a day.
But I can try for 12.
And remember, it is way far out, and you'll be out here by yourself.
Yeah, but you know what? So what?
Well, I hope that I'm going to save her from a mistake, but when she gets something in her head, nobody will stop her.
I mean, I've always had in mind to be on the beach.
So here is your front yard.
Joanne delivers beachfront.
You've done good.
And still a pushback.
Where's my private lap pool?
Yeah.
Well, you have a community pool.
Screaming kids around.
That is non-negotiable.
And also, I like going into a pool without my bathing suit. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola, mucho gusto.
Susan has come to Tulum to reap the benefits of a long career in the music biz.
I'm not going to say what year, but it started in New York City. Some years ago, the dynamics of the industry started to shift.
And when the game changes, you have to adapt.
I made some very dramatic life decisions. Since 2003, I've been traveling the world. I call myself a global gypsy, and I've been to well over 100 countries. But I'm finally ready to replant some roots.
The Mayan clay is source of youth.
Well, then I have to move in here, because then we'll be young forever. Here's the irony. I'm more scared to settle down than I was to travel around the world by myself.
I can't wait for you to move here so we can do this more often. Susan's a worldly traveler,
Whoa, it's hot.
but this could be a shocking change for her. You're an elf.
I'm hoping to find a place that will embrace me.
I don't care how I look. I feel fantastic.
Because places are like relationships, you know, there's chemistry and it either works or it doesn't.
What do you think about it?
I would probably feel very safe here because those look like prison bars.
I'm trying to help her take into consideration all the aspects. It's very convenient to town. It's low maintenance.
There's that word again. This house doesn't really fit the bill. It's a very nice house, but for me, that's what it is, a very nice house, just not a very nice house.
Well, now I know exactly what she doesn't like. What do you think of this approach?
Wow, look at this. Talk about curb appeal.
Like, wow.
This screams character.
She was so taken with this house that she's not thinking through all of the issues that's on 5 acres of land. There's going to be a lot of upkeep, and remember, you need a lot of furniture here. But my big concern for Susan, the location is way out.
Yeah, but I'm way out.
I know you have a good feel about this one, but I have one more great property to show you.
All right, you're gonna have to knock my socks off, babe.
I know. The strategy in choosing this property was to have something a little different than the other two. This is a spectacular beach house, right on budget, and a pool as well. It's a community pool, but it has a pool. Here we are at the beachfront community of Pamul. This house is 4,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and a spectacular ocean view.
Wow.
Nice.
What are your impressions?
Well, the door's beautiful. It welcomes you with Mayan imagery. The mural, yeah, a little tacky for my taste, but that's easily changed.
And it's $599,000.
That's great.
Yeah, that's perfect.
My main issue is that the houses are literally on top of each other.
And here it is, ladies.
Oh my God. Who could have even imagined something this spectacular?
It's amazing.
You know what? It would be the most welcome view I could possibly imagine, other than some really hunky guy.
Well, you might have one out there, though.
That is definitely a selling point. You've done good. It's a beautiful open space, lots of clean cabinetry. Not so keen on the backsplash.
But you can change that out inexpensively.
Yeah, this is really speaking to me. The whole feel of it is lovely. You know, it's very serene. It's a little bit small in scale in relation to the kitchen, but of course the couch is my color and it feels like you're outside. So I have every excuse to wear my sunglasses. No Hollywood, who do you think you are comments. I can't find much fault with this house so far.
I know, it's beautiful. I love it because I could come visit and it would be perfect for me. I wouldn't have to live here.
Now let's have a look at the second bedroom, connected to the third bedroom by a Jack and Jill bathroom situation.
Yeah, this is fantastic. It's great size. Perfect guest space.
Yeah, it's great.
So upstairs, we're gonna take a look at a spare bedroom.
I certainly hope it's worth the walk up these stairs.
This is the third bedroom or office.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely unexpected.
And look at this beautiful master bedroom, guys.
Holy, this is huge.
Look at the ceiling. It's great.
Beautiful high ceilings.
Yeah.
And of course, you have the view again.
I don't know about you. I think it's great.
Susan, this is your front yard.
Wow. That's a gigantic swimming pool, but where's my private lap pool?
Yeah.
Well, you have a community pool.
But I kind of like going into a pool without my bathing suit.
Don't we all?
Yeah, but you're not all invited.
So do you think this is you, Susan?
This is definitely me. The house itself is beautiful.
And the price is sensational. It even has the furniture that's in her colors and everything else.
Sawyer would have a blast on the beach. The only thing that would concern me is the proximity of the neighbors.
That's true, but as a single woman, that's a real advantage here.
You're never going to check every single box. This one checked a lot of them. Ultimately, it's not going to be logic that dictates my decision.
It never is.
How lucky are you that you get to come here whenever you want?
I know, and so could you.
A sense of wanderlust has taken Susan all over the world.
After 14 years traveling, I'm looking forward to planting some roots. I've got the money now. I'm motivated. I feel like I can't be stopped. I mean, that's been a curse and a blessing.
So her friend Diane is there to protect her from herself.
Susan has this tendency to just plunge. It's a very admirable trait, certainly one that I don't have, but it can get you into trouble.
Joanne was banking House One's high-end style would appeal to Susan as an artist.
Designed by a noted architect. What do you think about this? I think it went south.
I mean, it's perfectly functional, but I'm looking for something a little beyond functional. Wow. Look at this. This lush landscaping, the jungle, almost sold me on the spot.
But there are a lot of buts. It's a lot of maintenance with the extensive gardens, the pool, and you need a lot of furniture here.
House 3 is a prime spot on the Mayan Riviera.
With a price point of $599.
Yes, let's go see it. Oh my God.
Oh, I can't wait. If she moves in here, that would be so perfect for me and my husband, because this is a big house. We could come and stay here.
You're not really helping here very much. Of the three, it's just not going to be the house in town. I don't know, I'm just not feeling it.
I can understand that. It really isn't your style. So you want to take that off the list?
I think that's got to go. We're down to the Jungle House and that gorgeous beach house.
Yeah, and what do you think about the Jungle House?
It has that serenity that I was really looking for. The grounds are spectacular, the private pool is beautiful. It's got a spa bathroom, that's a biggie, and it just has character.
But you have to remember there's a lot of maintenance that comes with that house. You're going to have to buy a lot of furniture.
That is true.
What about the beach house? I mean, it was so gorgeous.
It is indeed. You're right on the sand. Sawyer would love it. What I really don't like about that house is how close the neighbors are.
I knew you were going to say that. What's your heart telling you?
You know me, I make emotional decisions. I'll figure out the logistics later. And my heart is kind of telling me the Jungle House is the place.
Then I think that's the one you should choose.
You know what? That house is calling me, and I think it's time to call Joanne.
I think you're right.
All right, let's do it. Go! Sawyer, did you know you were a jungle dog? Yay! Good boy. This was the right decision for me because it really is the sanctuary I was seeking. It's like an oasis in the middle of the jungle. Cleaning for the guests. The distance into town really hasn't been an issue. It really is only about 8 miles. So I get the serenity of being in the middle of the jungle, and 10 minutes later, I'm at the beach. Welcome to my home.
Beautiful.
Thank you
wait
so
till you
much.
see the inside.
Being able to furnish the house and put my own personal stamp on it was really fun. It's something I did miss when I was traveling. Nestor is kind of my go-to guy around the house.
Yeah, it's true.
Much to his chagrin, I think, sometimes. But I love him.
I love you too.
I've met a lot of interesting people, and it's really nice to finally, after 13, 14 years backpacking around the world, to feel a sense of community and being grounded in one place.
Have a seat, Sawyer.
My life is a lot quieter than it was when I was constantly on the road or working in Hollywood. It's a meditative experience living in the jungle. I listen to the birds, I see the monkeys playing, and it's just a different type of life. And I think I did good. I'm really happy with how it turned out.